Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do hopefully the last video for our bee journal. So I really struggled again with trying to pick out a cover or whatever, so I just kind of want to show you what I did. I got up to this far. We're going to decorate the cover and then we'll do a flip through and I'll show you what I got so far. So basically what I opted to do is this is a semi-hard cover in spine. I did a hidden spine in here so you wouldn't have any strings on the outside. This material or fabric kind of resembles honeycomb, sort of. That's why I picked it, the color. And so what I did is I covered the outside. I then covered the inside with this brown, and it says Queen Bee all over it here. And then this is leftover fabric here, and I did a hidden spine and glued that in. And because the material is so thin, the glue kind of shows, so I picked out a lace that I thought I would put in there. But that in mind, I picked out the same fabric, and I thought we could wrap it around here like so. And then I picked out this bronzy, we've used this before, but it's the end of it. It's the end of the ribbon. So I thought I would put it underneath here. I'm going to kind of try to even it out a little bit. I'll lay it out and then we'll figure out if it's what we want. I think it is what I want, but I'm not positive. Let's see. Something like this, with this wrapped around the spine like this. Okay. And then I picked out this picture, and I'm thinking this behind it because I don't have a lot of gold in here, so I thought I would put this maybe like so, and then put something down here. That's what I was thinking. And then inside, I thought we could use this gold and make a pocket for the front and a pocket for the back. I'll just cut this in half because this was big enough to make 2 pockets. And then I got this lace from Mitzi. Thank you, Mitzi. And I thought I would put it right here. It's like the perfect depth, the perfect color. And I thought I would put that there, and that would kind of cover up where the Fabri-Tac shows through. I just thought that would be so pretty with a pocket there. So that's what it would be like when we opened it. What do you think? Cool? Okay. So that in mind, I want to do the outside first, I think. And what I'm trying to figure out is, should I put eyelets in? I think I should. So if we put eyelets in here, then I need to find the center. Okay. So our book is 19. So it's 9 inches. So we want 4.5. So we want an eyelet like right here, but in further. And then I need a ruler. Okay, we want 4.5, right? And so we want an eyelet like right here, right there somewhere. Let's do 4.5 on the outside and the back. That's a whole lot easier, Tommy. So we got 4.5 would be right about here. Want it in far enough where where it's not going to be too close to the edge. So I need to get my eyelets, and I'm kind of thinking, because we're going to have this gold on the outside, that maybe we should go with the gold eyelets. And so I need 2 of them. And then I use those little yellow ones to put eyelets on some tabs. I want to change this to maybe there. Okay, so first we want to poke the holes. So we want to poke where we marked, and I want to make sure I don't have anything on that side. So right about there. And I'm thinking I just want to trim that off just a little bit. Then we want to put our eyelet in. Perfect. We're going to tip it over and do the other side. Okay. And here's our other gold one. I wanted to make it go in far enough where I wouldn't hinder the edge, but I also wanted to make sure I avoided that stitching. I didn't want to cut that stitching. Okay, perfect. And then with that in mind, we want to run our ribbon through there, and it's going to require us like really making it small here. Okay, we can straighten it when I get it through. This was the end on the roll. So I'm just going to pull it so that it's kind of even. Okay, that's perfect. And then I'm not going to glue this down because I don't want to have, maybe I'll glue the front a little bit with a little Fabri-Tac. Just a little tiny bit. There, because that's going to go through if I put it anywhere else on it. And then we want to put this on here, and I want to leave about the same amount of margin all the way around. So I want to get my Distress ink. And I'm thinking, because this, if you can see the corner here, this actually is the corner of the graphic, and I'm thinking I might want to just tear that off a little bit so I don't have pointed corners. I don't necessarily want to round them because I don't want it to be that smooth. Okay. Yep, I like it. And then this will go right on top of here, and I want to center it. Then we want to put this on top. What I need to figure out is, do I want this to go over it, or, okay, I want this to go on top. So we need to put this on first. And I am a little afraid of the glue showing through. So I'm going to try to spread it out. I'm just wondering if I should use this glue here, my tacky glue. I don't know, let's try it. And I'll use a brush and try to kind of thin it out, or spread it out. I'm sorry, not thin it out. It's pretty thin already. This is actually tacky glue and art glitter glue mixed. And I need to find my brushes. I'm using silicone brushes because they're so easy to clean off. And I'm just going to spread this. And then, ooh, it's very tacky. Like that. We want to bring it around. Don't let it stick yet. Feels pretty good. It feels like it's stuck pretty well. And then this will go on top and this will go on top. What I don't know is, do I want to distress that edge? Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I will. It just gives it a little bit of definition. Boy, this is like bright gold. But I love it. Okay. And we want to glue this onto here. So I think I want to use the same. I don't want to use Fabri-Tac. I want to use the tacky glue and art glitter glue first. Okay, and I got to kind of hold it over and try to get it sort of same margins all the way around. About like that. Oh, I love it. And we'll put this on about like this. Down a little further, I guess. Okay, and I think we're going to use the same. Now this, I want to make sure that the glue goes all the way along the edge, because it's going to be real important that it catches the edges of this. Okay, turn it around, Tommy. And I want to kind of center it. Okay, I love it. Now, I want to decide what we want right here first. Let's see. Oh, I like that. But that's not quite what I had in mind. I thought I had a small, yeah, like this. I love it. I think I like it. I think I like this piece of sari silk, but I'm not sure how I'm going to put that on without it getting all weird. So let's try the same kind of glue. I want to see how much it shows through. Oh, not too bad. I think once it dries, we'll be good. I may need to put a little Fabri-Tac on there, but I think for now, I'm going to tear these corners off as well. They're sticking to my fingers because I got glue all over my fingers. I think that kind of looks good like that. So I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac and see if it'll kind of add to holding that down a little. Every time I think of Fabri-Tac now, I think I've heard Amy at Crafty Cat say how she doesn't like Fabri-Tac, and I'm not sure why, because I didn't watch a video that said why she didn't like it. Just that it's not her favorite glue. And now I can't think of anything else once I heard that. Okay, I love this. What do you think? I love it. It'll have a bow here. Okay. Okay, that said, we need to do the inside. So I want to cut this in half. So right now this is 6 inches, so I want to make it 3 inches. And these will be our inside pockets here. Okay, so we're going to do it this way. And we're going to make some notches. And I'm just going to use this, I think it's a 1.5 inch circle punch. Five and a half, so we want about 2 3/4 right around here. I'm just going to eyeball it, guys. Something like that. Okay. That way they're about the same. I don't think I'm going to decorate these in any way. If I decide to put this in my Etsy shop and sell it, whoever purchases it can decorate it if they want, but I think with all the gold, I just love the gold. I do have a couple of big bees that might not look bad on there. Do we want to pull them out and see? Let me see. I was kind of thinking of something like that. I don't know. I think I'll decide after the fact. Okay, so this, I think I'll put just inside the stitching. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for that. And I'm not going to fill this pocket either. What I like for the front pocket and back pocket is for somebody to be able to put paper or something in there if they make notes, or fill it however they want. A lot of times in my journals, that's where I keep like a note or something in there. Okay, let's do the back one as well. I'm really loving this journal, and sorry I didn't want to do the whole thing on camera just because it takes so long. I did so much off camera, many hours actually off camera, and most of that is because I have trouble making decisions, and so if I were to do that on camera, oh my gosh, you guys would hate it. It's just so much time fast forwarding through my decision-making process or whatever. Okay, so I love this. And then we want to go ahead and put our lace on here to I'm going to cut this right about there. Thinking I want it to go right up to the top and bottom. So we need 2 pieces, one for the front and one for the back. And that's going to cover up right here where the glue, the Fabri-Tac shows through. Still have a big piece left. Again, thank you, Mitzi. Okay, so we want to just tack that on there with some Fabri-Tac, right? Had to find out front and back. See if you can see where I'm putting glue, right on the top, like this, right across the top. And then I'm going to do it on this bottom part, try to catch this, the ruffle part. Is that what you call it, ruffle? And then I'm just going to make a circle of glue in where these like flower lace is, because it's kind of solid. And then we'll see if that will do us. Oh, I love it. And I'm gonna put something in here so that it doesn't lean on there. There we go. Okay, we want to do the same on this lace here. Find our front and our back. This is our back. Well, I'll tell you, the last couple of weeks it was like really cold here. I had heat on, coming on at night and whatever. And now it's just warmed up. And it's so nice. And my niece put a picture on Snapchat of her snow. And I said to her, just think, a week ago, you were here swimming in the pool on the ocean. She took her kids to the ocean every morning, right down the beach. And then when the sun changed direction, they went to the pool. Okay, let's get this down. I just got glue all over my hand. Oh. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, now I want to hold this up somewhat, so I got to figure out a way to do this. Okay. Okay. So I am going to pause you just for a second. I'm going to clean up this stuff, and then I'm going to come back and we will do a flip through of this journal. Okay, I got everything kind of cleaned up and we want to do a flip through. Well, I did add the bees on the inside. So basically, this is how our journal looks. Our bow's so pretty. I really love this. Anyways, so we untie it, and I added the bees to here So I've got one on this side of the pocket and one on this side. So let's do our flip through. So it's 3 signatures. I left a lot of space for journaling. Probably one of my favorite pages in each signature. And this is a little pocket here with a journaling card. And this is made out of a security envelope. And here's a vertical belly band. And what I did is I went through, and any tags that needed toppers, I put them on. I think this one we already had on. And this is a journaling card that I made that's embossed. This is just a little tab, and it's a page decoration, just so I didn't leave this totally blank. These are our collage pages. And this is a pocket page, and it has this fold-over tag. And this is where we put this large envelope tag, like this. And we put on here, we put our B right here. And then on the back, we have this little tag here that's a fold-out. I love it. I think I'm going to make, like, mass make some of those. I don't know. And that tucks right back here in this. It's pretty eclectic in terms of the designed papers. They're all kind of all over the board. This is just an envelope that I decorated. And I put in all the extra little pieces of ephemera, or yeah, elements in ephemera. These I backed on some craft, so you can use these as journaling cards. You can decorate with these. You know, if you wanted to decorate, you could do that. Also a place to put anything else you might want to put in there. And this pocket is really big, so you could really fit a lot of stuff in there. Now we've got this pocket up here with our fold over writing. So you can write here, and you can write in here. Writing space. And then here we've got a vertical pocket with a tag. And this is just a fold-out piece of ephemera where I've put a couple of different items in there. And this is the lace page, and then we put our stamped edge on there. And this is the embossed page, and that's the end of that first signature. In the second signature, very similar, we have an embossed page of flowers. Here we have a horizontal pocket with, this is really cute. It's a little fold out, and it's got a journaling card. And then it's got this little card that, I'm not sure where I got this from, if it was Happy Mail or something, but I thought it was cute. Don't worry, be happy. And then here we have a vertical belly band with 2 journaling cards fit in there. This is the background of this is our painty papers right here. And then this piece right here holds, that's the bag pocket. I made 2 journaling cards, one here to go in the front. It has a back pocket where we made another journaling card. And then it's got writing paper, and I left these pockets empty. I might stick a couple of papers in there, I'm not sure yet, but they'll tuck right in here. Okay, and then that's sewn into our signature. And here's one of these double pockets where you can pull it out. And I've got 2 journaling cards in here. One in the back and one in the front. And this is a flip out. And here's another pocket. And this is just a decorated page. I just used scrap paper, a little piece of muslin, I had a half of a, kind of like a doily or a embroidered piece. And this is a piece of Cantha fabric, just to break up the page. And this is our vertical belly band with a journaling card and a tag. Again, lots of writing space in here. And then the very last signature. And here we have a triple pocket, and I did off camera put a couple of toppers on these. So this is just muslin, and I stapled that on. This is a piece of fabric, an odd piece of fabric that I also stapled on. And then this I put a little yellow flower eyelet in it and a ribbon. And then this is just a journaling card with a pocket. Here's a horizontal belly band, and this has our folded out tag piece that we decorated. There's the first one, and there's the second one. Love those. Again, you could just tuck that right in here if you wanted to, like that. And that way, you know, you can write on it or whatever, or tuck it in. It's up to you. And then this is a wraparound pocket. So it wraps around. And what I've done is in the back, we have a pad of paper, just some odd papers. And the top on that is vellum. Then we've got a tag, and I just put some twine on here. This is just a piece of ephemera. And then this one here, I just hung this. Let me get it here. There. So this is just a little card. And then I hung these circles. I made those, I think on camera a while back. I've got a bunch of them hung over here. I thought that was pretty. The green kind of matched. And then on this side of the wraparound, it wraps around like this. But in here, we've got a tag, and we have an open space. Do we have a tag to put in there? We do not. So I'm going to just leave that, and whoever gets this journal can put a tag in there. Cool. And then this is just a pocket. Oh, we could probably use one of these. But anyways, there's a tag here. And this is one that opens. So you've got a piece of ephemera. We've got 2 tags in here. So maybe we need to put this tag back here by this piece of ephemera. Like this. And we'll take this tag and put it right in here. Perfect. Love it. And this is free. You don't want to glue this down to a page because we decorated this side. So I just slipped it in here. And that's the end. And then here's our back pocket. put something in there. And that is our journal. I hope you love it. And again, I didn't want to spend a lot of time doing sewing in, picking out the covers, sewing, you know, sewing this all on, and that it just takes too much time. So I hope you're okay with the fact that we just came back and decorated the top and whatever in the inside. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I really appreciate you all. Please give us a thumbs up or a like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Ring the bell if you want to see when I upload new content. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.